If I went inside, would you hold things right? I don't know. If I took your hand, could you beat my wife? I don't know. Couldn't trust you then, what makes this right? I don't know.
Welcome back, guys. We're at the last episode, or I should say interview. You got me in my podcast bag, but we're the last interview for the night. Bringing the talks, collaboration with Rising Vibes, Volume 6. We here. We got another guest right after the show. We're fresh off the stage. The one, the only, RYE.
RYE Pre.
RYE 783. Come on. Welcome.
Thank you, brother.
Have you on, bro.
Appreciate you.
All right, so, tell the people who you are, what you do. I would thought just coming off the stage and getting straight into an interview.
All right. Well, I'm a singer, songwriter, performer from Scarborough, Ontario. And honestly, I'm a guy who wears a lot of hats. I do my own marketing, I do my own designs. Even the same hat that I threw out today, that was me. I went out to my distributor. I went out to my, I designed it.
So all that you from the throwing the 8 with the 3.
Because that's my logo.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make sure when it comes to brand awareness and stuff, step by step. But yeah, I wear a lot of hats. When it comes to coming off the stage though, it's crazy. It's never the same. I've done a lot of performances all over the city.
Yeah.
And it's never the same. The crowd is always giving a different type of energy. It's also I guess not overwhelming, but appreciated when you're singing a song for the first time and they catch it and they're at the hook already. When I come back singing it word for word, it's damn, okay, we have something, we're doing something here.
Does that make you jump back to when you were writing it and being I'm writing it and now I'm in front of people and they're singing the shit that I wrote
I won't lie to you, when I write songs and I'm in the studio, my whole thing is I want to know how it sounds, or I want to envision how it would sound in the as I perform. So I'm thinking about the audience, I'm thinking about their reaction. So when it came to the IDK record, I knew that was going to be the thing that hooks people. If they don't even remember my name, they're going to remember the track for sure. They're going to be at home in the car. I don't know.
What's that song? I don't know.
Exactly, bro.
Okay, so what's the importance of the 783?
783. It came to me. Those are actually angel numbers. Angel numbers, bro.
Usually see consistent 333. I never knew that just numbers together can be. So what does that mean?
Yeah. So I searched it up. They're angel advice seeking numbers, and those numbers came to me at a time where it's I was really looking for answers when it comes to my career, my relationships and stuff like that. And I don't know, it just became synonymous with myself. So, and then funny enough, my phone number was actually 783. So and that was after I branded the shit, and I'm wait, I was telling someone my phone number 6%. I'm damn. And it hit me again. So I'm this was meant, for me. And so at the end of the day, the brand is to push out strength, perseverance, and creativity. And anything that I touch, anything that I do, I always want to make sure that I leave my imprint on leave my imprint of how I took this and made it this. Just so if someone sees it, they're damn, I wasn't even thinking about doing that. Now they can take that and then bring it to somewhere else. I want to spark creativity. That's my main message. Spark creativity and push positivity.
Interesting, nice. That's a real P band should be pushing.
Positivity. Positivity for sure.
So talk about what else, because artists are onions. Many layers to them.
Right.
It's not just the on-stage shit that you see or the stuff that you hear on the tracks. What else do you work on as an artist that's not singing or rapping?
On my ones?
What are other things that you're putting your time and energy to build you up as an artist?
Oh man.
Yeah.
I do a lot. I go to the gym. Nice. You know what I'm saying? I pray to God. You know what I'm saying? The one and only. But I do a lot. I feel it's important, if you have a lot to express, to find different outlets to express that. If you put yourself in one box or one medium, it's very easy for people to be all right, I've done this and I'm good with that. That's not how you should really live life. There's this one quote, they say, jack of all trades, master of none, or some shit like that. Honestly, it's a great quote, because at the end of you shouldn't just focus on one thing ever. Ever. Once you do that, you're stuck. You never want to be stuck in life.
Yeah, that's true.
Never want to be stuck.
Even if you are putting time and energy into one thing, it could be more beneficial than putting little efforts into
I want to be the designer who can build a house.
Oh, so
I want to be
like,
the performer who can make set designs and shit. Like I don't want to just perform.
Yeah.
I want to be able to, no, I want this over here. I need you to be over here. I need this light.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So,
because you know how you want to, like, how you want you see the vision of like how everything is played out, you know, what you're saying versus what people are seeing.
Life is a canvas, man.
Yeah.
Life is a canvas.
And you painting.
Oh yeah.
Come on now. So you're coming up. At one point, you weren't, you know, doing this professionally. Now you are. What did it take for that flip to switch? To be like, okay, I'm gonna do this shit seriously.
When a lot of people were telling me that my tracks are hard. Like there was a point in time where like I was just making music. So in high school, I was dropping a lot of stuff on like SoundCloud and shit. And then a lot of people were like, yeah, like, yo, it's good. I'm like,
you're just breezing it.
Like I feel like every artist goes through that when they're first making something for the first time. It's like, whatever. But like you still put it out because it's your record. You made it.
Yeah.
So like they just kept telling me like, yo, pursue it, do it, and do it to the fullest. And then there was a point in time where I had a record on 93.5 and you know, God bless my mother's soul and everything. It played and she heard it. And then she came up to me and she's like, you know, Ja, you're like much better than all these people who are making tunes. Like it was a time where they're playing like a whole bunch of artists and stuff like that. Yeah. She heard a record, she's like, what is this? What you know, Ja, you can do so much better. And I'm like, you know what? Let me just cook, you know, let me just focus, put my whole attention to this and really see what comes out of it. And then I made The Boy Who Lived like that. Yeah.
And sometimes you need those kind of people in your lives that's gonna be like, yo, like, what are you doing? Like, you're way better than what you're doing right now. I feel like that pushes you to a different level. And yeah, that's proper. So, you know, you're with your music, you have a very unique style. You know, you do rap, you do sing, but you also bring like different genres of music. Or into like, you know, what you put out there. When artists are blending genres, what is like an important thing to remember for it to sound like it?
For it to sound good?
Yeah.
You gotta like it.
Yeah. Simple as that.
You gotta like it, bro. If you don't like it, then why are you gonna even invest your time into it?
So would you say that there's like certain genres that maybe you wouldn't necessarily like
mess with?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. Like,
or maybe it doesn't go with like your style.
You know, that's like a weird thing. My style, you know, like I'm a creative. I make music. You know what I'm saying? If anyone catches on to me, like they know me for melodies. And if you listen to music, there's melody almost everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't know, maybe not country, but you can't talk too soon. You never know. You know what I'm saying? I might hear a sample and be like, yo, this is hard. Yeah. Put some 808s on it and we're gone. Yeah. But
all you need is a guitar.
And we're gone.
Raps, bro.
You know, so yeah, like yeah.
Okay,
never know.
That's dope.
Never know, for real.
Yeah. So one question I, you know, ended off with everyone. Before you get on the stage and you get into that zone, what are some things that you're doing, like any pregame rituals before doing what you do?
Before the show?
Yeah. Before you hop on stage.
Before I hop on stage, I like to like gauge the crowd, see like how attentive they are. Sometimes people feel like they too cool to have fun. So it's like, yo, y'all feeling good? Yeah, you feeling good? All right, let's get into this shit. Because I'm not trying to give you my all and then these niggas just and there's those niggas who are tapping their feet. They're just not moving. They're tapping their feet though. They're feeling it. You know? Yeah. But like I gauge the crowd. I just started implementing like little meditation. I was watching like a couple J. Cole podcasts and he was talking about how a lot of people take meditation for substitute of like, you know, drug abuse and stuff like that. So yeah, meditation is key for me for a show.
That's something I practice too. And it's just, it really helps you like get into that zone when you need to, because you just do it on a daily, you know? But yeah, I was even like, bring it a little bit further back. So before you even get on stage, before you're interacting with the people, what are you doing like as an artist? Like, okay, I'm about to go perform. Like, are you giving yourself a pep talk? Are you, you know, I don't know.
Right before the show,
put on the special ring right before you go on, like what?
No. Like honestly, it's just I'm really locked in. So like if I do any preparation, it's probably like even before I leave the crib. It's like I make sure like everything's in order. So when we get to the venue, when we get to the stage, there's no fuck up. How I want them to see it is how I'm gonna present it. So I don't really think too much about the extra shit. I'm just like, all right, we're here. Let's get to work. Okay. You know?
Yeah. That's what's up. All right, and that wraps up the last interview. Appreciate, you know, TC. What do you mean? Really? Okay, shoot. We may have one more, but this is the last from my knowledge. You know, we here. Shout out Rising Vibes, bringing the talks. I'm your host, Jay Breezy, aka Jay Breezy.
And it's RYE, RYE Pre, RYE 783, all that. Make sure you go and check out Pray Love Power and The Boy Who Lived, Don't Sleep. Melodies for Days, Melody King, R&B Takeover, 143 is on the way. That's it.
Ready for it? Come on, man. I love it. Jeez. Let's stay ready with all of that shit.